More heavy rain and thunderstorms expected across Victoria are likely to increase water levels and trigger flash flooding. Residents across the state remain on high alert for wet weather forecast to continue into Thursday, with an evacuation order remaining in place for Echuca where the flood level rose to 96 meters. Donations for victims stolen from Charity Centre greater than residents in Melbourne's Outer East were pummeled by rain, with Lilydale recording 40 millimeters of rainfall in 30 minutes on Wednesday and authorities warning of more on Thursday. Lilydale was the hardest hit locality, with nearly 200 requests for assistance and 25 inland flood rescues. Major flooding persists in regional towns including at Echuca, Moama, Turumberry and Barham. Moderate flooding continues along the Campaspe River at Echuca and multiple watch and act alerts have been issued in Greater Shepparton at Bunbartha, Appin South, Kerrang, Seymour, Rochester, Charlton and Swan Hill. A major flood warning is active along Snowy River, downstream of McKillop's Bridge in East Gippsland at Orbost, Marlow, Waigara, Tostari and Wairua. More than 950,000 sandbags have been laid across the state in the past 7 days and 7 relief centers are open. Victoria's Emergency Management Commissioner Andrew Crisp said the severe weather would continue in all parts of the state well into summer. The fact is we will see water levels remain at this level for a number of days and at the major flooding level for at least 7 days, so there is still potential for significant impact on the community, he said. Paradat seeks extra federal flood funds as roiling thunderstorms again cross eastern and inland NSW. Dominic Paradat will seek more federal funding to repair flood-damaged roads and regional communities attempt to salvage what's left after weeks of devastating rain. The Premier said damage wrought by the inundation was heartbreaking to see in the border towns of Deniliquin and Moama, where the Murray River is expected to continue to flood through to next week. The trip is part of a week-long tour of flood-hit NSW regions which on Monday included a visit to Murray, where much of the town remains under evacuation orders after the Mihai River reached major flood levels over the weekend. Repairing roads and infrastructure in the wake of natural disasters was the role of federal, state and local governments, who needed to work together, Paradat said. There's going to be a lot of work that's going to have to be put into fixing up roads, right across the state, he said. It's a long journey, but we've just got to be there every step of the way. The Premier will meet with Prime Minister Anthony Albanese on Friday to discuss the additional repair funding. A number of major roads and highways are closed across NSW due to flooding, straining farmers already facing crop losses. Some of our farmers were going to be facing a bumper harvest this year and that's been taken away, Deputy Premier Paul Toole said on Wednesday. We probably won't know the full extent of it until the waters do recede, to actually see whether or not farmers can get onto their paddocks. Thunderstorms are forecast for the eastern half of NSW through to the Queensland border on Thursday, Bureau of Meteorology Senior Meteorologist Gabrielle Woodhouse told AAP. Areas likely to be hit by storms include the Hunter and the North Coast, while showers will continue across parts of inland NSW including the western slopes. Next week, a new system will bring rain, widespread showers and storms from Sunday, continuing on Monday and Tuesday. It does seem likely that we'll see widespread showers and storms, Woodhouse said. As everything is so wet, it's not going to take much for some of those rivers to respond and cause flooding across those inland catchments. A severe thunderstorm warning was issued for the south coast on Wednesday night, as convergent winds triggered dangerous cells around Eden and Marimbula. The storms were forecast to bring heavy rainfall, flash flooding and damaging winds to the warning area on Wednesday evening. Some 27 flood warnings remain in place across NSW, including 9 for major flooding at the Namoy, Whittier, Mihai, Macquarie, Bogan, Lachlan, Murrumbidgee, Barwon, Darling and Snowy rivers.